It's time for a Lion Vision update, a football edition with UNA head football coach Chris Willis. And Coach, here we are, spring training, and you've been at UNA for 15 years now, the last 5 as the defensive coordinator. So your first spring practice as a head coach, what was the feeling yesterday?
Well, I will say it was a little different in the fact that, now it all comes back to me. In the past couple of years, I've always done the scheduling. I've met with Coach Wallace, and we'll talk about the number of periods, and he would always give me some leeway on the scheduling, but now it's pretty much all me. I let the coordinators, have some say in what they may want to work on and some things like that. But at the end of the day yesterday, I caught myself running around, and I'm bouncing around from drill to drill. And, the boards and the period boards are changing, and I can hold it if I want to hold it. I can, we can back up and restart if we wanted to. So that part was a little different because I've always said at times at practice, I wish we had a little more time, or I wish we could have done that again. But now we can, I guess. If I wanted to, I could just hold everything up and we could start it over.
So, Coach, a few changes on the coaching staff this year. New defensive coordinator Brett Borden, he fills your previous spot. He was a defensive line coach a few years ago for us. A new wide receivers coach in Drew Hall. So for these two newcomers, this spring training period, is it a good time for them to get to know these players and get some of their systems in?
It is. I've worked with Brett before, so as a coach-to-coach relationship, I kind of know what to expect. Brett brings a lot of energy. And the biggest thing right now with him is just he needs to evaluate his guys, get a feel how they like to work. They need to get a feel what they expect from him, and just get used to one another. Really, Brett and his side of the ball. Drew, on the other hand, I've never worked with Drew. He was highly recommended from some coaches that I know really well, and he went through the hiring process, and was by far the candidate we wanted. And so for me, it's a little different with him, just the fact I got to get kind of used to his way. He got to get used to my way. And then also he's got to get used to the players. He don't know these guys, and he's learning them. And he's been here a little bit shorter period than Brett has. And so, I'm excited. They're both, yesterday was day one, and it was exciting to see them get out there. They both bring a ton of energy, and that's what we need. We need guys that are eager, ready to go, and, work at 100 miles per hour.
One of the big questions you'll probably get throughout the summer and leading up into fall practice throughout this spring will be the quarterback play. Blake Hawkins is the elder statesman back there for you, redshirt sophomore now, wrapping up his third year with the program. So what do you expect from that position this spring moving forward into summer?
Well, right now what we're looking at is, Blake was our number 2 last year, and he accepted that role, and, Jacob led us to the national title championship game. And right now what we got to see out of Blake is we want to see what leadership qualities he has, and he needs to step up and show us those intangibles that Jacob had. And the physical side that comes with what you do in the weight room and your conditioning and our coaching, putting him through different drills, and he's very intelligent, very smart, so picking up what to do offensively is not going to be a problem. I just want to see him go out there and take ownership in the position and say, hey, man, I want this job. This is going to be mine. It's his job to lose, so to speak. He's the number 1 quarterback right now. But we don't play until September, and he's got from now and then to prove me otherwise. But we're excited about Blake. He had a good first day yesterday, as well as some other quarterbacks out there. Tyler Jeffries looked good, Trey Lewis looked good, Matt Markham, they all look good. But, of course, we're in our first day. We're just in helmets, so I didn't, until we get about 5-6 practices in and we're actually going up against a defense and defense is going up against the offense, we'll be able to tell a lot more by then.
Over the defensive unit, the group that you coached for the last couple of seasons, we return only 1 starter from a unit that was phenomenal a year ago. Is that a side of the ball that could have several position battles throughout spring?
I hope it does. Well, that's what we're when we go out here as coaches, we hope that we have position battles going on everywhere, because that tells us we got good competition and we got to make tough decisions, and that's always a good thing. To have to make decisions on who's going to play. If you go out here and you don't have that guy, or you may have one, and you're just limited, and there's nobody pushing him, and there's no competition. And so defensively, I think we did a really good job in recruiting. I'm excited about the guys coming in. Now, we have some guys returning that played. I know Freddie Reed and Aquarian Harris and Brady Owensby and Frank Williams and Johnny Anderson and Maurice Cornell, just some names. I'm coming off. I'm going to leave somebody out. Jalen Jackson that moved over to corner late in the year. We've got some, some veterans, so to speak. But, we're just looking right now really defensively who we can move from maybe corner to safety, safety to corner. If this guy's an outside linebacker opposed to an inside linebacker, and we're looking for depth. And when we get the reinforcements come in here, our signees that come in here, and when we report to camp in August, on top of what we got now, I think we're going to be a very strong unit on defense.
The Lions kick off spring training this week. 3 practices during the week. We'll take a week off for spring break and come back with the spring game April 22nd. Be sure to visit RoarLions.com to keep up with UNA Athletics.